Hello, and thank you for joining us for the Max and Mediocrity podcast. My name is David Shockley, and with us today we have...
Sean Mons.
And...
Ryan K.
Woo! And thank you very much for being here, gentlemen. I really do appreciate you guys coming by. Before we start off, I'm going to let everybody know I do have a fucking cold, so I'm going to try to, reduce the cold noises in everybody's ears today, but I can only promise so much.
Oh, you're going to have that nasaliness
I know.
all the time.
Dave did the one thing he's not supposed to do is go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stand going outside. There's a lot of stuff out there.
Man. It does it. You just get a chill.
And you know what? Actually, I'm glad that this brings up a good topic of conversation, because I have the man flu. We've all heard about the man flu. We all have girlfriends or significant others, etc., and they're always talking about the man flu. About how when a guy goes down for having a cold, we're fucking down for the count. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I'm definitely that way.
Oh, I call it to work all the fucking time. Screw this shit. I'm out. Don't see myself working.
Oh, I won't call out, but when I'm home, I'm the biggest baby on this planet.
Yeah, we're 100% until we're not. The second we have a cold, down for the count.
I always say this though. It's a matter of I may get the man flu. You know, put little quotations around that sucker. But who's the one that got me sick? Wasn't fucking me. It's probably my goddamn girlfriend. She is the infector. She always gets me sick. She always brings shit into the house. And that's always what seems to happen.
Yeah, and well, here's my problem with it, is that now I'm starting to see a bunch of memes and stuff pop up about men with the man flu. And it's, I don't know, for some reason it just frustrates me, because it's like the one time when a guy, we always complain about guys are kind of forced to be kind of manly and masculine all the time. And women get annoyed at this sometimes with, of course I'm saying generally, I'm using a lot of sweeping generalizations here, where women generally, they don't always like the guy stuff. That guys have to always be masculine all the time. They like the sensitive side. But the second we get the fucking man flu, now they bitch about it. They have to pick a side.
Women also, you have to remember, they have to be dainty the whole time. Not all women, because there are some outliers there. But women always need to have that certain, I'm nice, I'm pretty, I can't get sick. And as a result of that, that's why they cover up their sickness. While guys are like, I'm manly all the fucking time, but when I'm sick, I get some allowances. So I'm allowed to take advantage of this situation here.
Hey, you're cashing in. You're cashing in at a time.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the best way. You know what?
I think it is.
We discovered something. We're just cashing in on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's all we're doing. We need our day, too. We need our day. Valentine's Day is our day. Well, sometimes it's our day.
For every 5 pickle jars we open, we get one day with the man flu.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What kind of man flu are you, though? Because I'm the biggest baby on this planet. I need to be left alone, but also I need you to bring me bagels. But also, I don't want you to touch me. That's my thing. I want to be in bed, I want to sleep, but I also want you to bring me bagels. But I don't want to ask you for bagels. I want you to bring it to me.
You want them to know you need bagels.
Yeah, because I'm sick and I don't want to talk.
You have your aura of bagel sphere.
Yeah, I don't know why bagels are my go-to, but I love bagels and cream cheese when I'm sick.
Really, that's your thing.
I don't. That's the worst thing for you, though, I'm sure.
What's your good sick thing, Ryan?
I just sleep. I am like the walking fucking dead, man. I'm in the bed. I curl up, and that's all I need. But I will sleep for 24 hours straight.
Okay.
But you don't have to worry about me. I'm not the, help me, oh my god, I'm dying.
You hibernate.
Yeah, I hibernate.
That's what it is.
I sweat that shit out.
Or do you just, do you eat it all?
What do you mean, eat it all? I feel like that's like a dick joke. What?
Do you eat at all?
It's usually a soup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he does the bagels. Because every time I eat a dairy, my throat just seizes up. And it doesn't feel so good. It doesn't.
It's like you got a dick in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, onion bagels with cream cheese and garlic on it.
Ooh, okay, maybe that's it. It's this type of garlic. It's the type of bagels. You know, garlic actually does help a little bit with.
I didn't know that. That's just what I fucking crave.
I don't know. Since I've been here with you guys and I've had this cold, you guys have told me a lot of things are good for a cold, and none of them I think have been good for a cold. You're like, alcohol's good for a cold.
No. I will say no.
Alcohol, you did. You said alcohol is good for a cold.
Alcohol is good for clearing up a stuffy nose. It is not good for your body.
So is wasabi.
Yeah, it will momentarily give you a sense of clarity, but it will not sustain your soul.
What the fuck are you talking about?
More,
I just want chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's it. I'm a purist. I go chicken noodle soup, and I just inhale that stuff. Like it you might as well have like IV hooked up to me when I'm sick with chicken noodle soup.
When I was in the Air Force, my fucking sergeant, because I came in like dead sick one weekend, he goes, "Oh, you just need to go run," and it's like,
What?
yeah, it was like 20 degrees outside, and I went, "No, I'm not doing that." He goes, "No, go run." I was like, "I don't want to do that." He goes, "All right, well, I'm ordering you now to go run." I was like, "You fucking faggot, I hate you."
Oh no.
Have you ever seen like the people with the Sub-Zero and the scorpion masks
Yeah,
when they go running?
I hate those people. Every time I pass them by, I want to hit them with a door.
Well, actually,
yeah.
that little mask covers it up so you don't get like chest colds and shit like that. Because when I go running in the cold, you can feel that mucus just building up, and you start hacking shit up worse than what you were before.
Oh, that's what his reasoning was. He was like, "Oh, it gets it out of you." I'm like, "No, it makes me more sick. It's fucking 20 degrees outside. You want me to go in shorts and a t-shirt?"
$5 hooker, she'll get it out of you too. But like,
Yeah, right.
But we don't suggest it.
So give you more than she takes though.
So Dave, maybe you just need to go for a run.
Yeah, maybe I need to go run, drink a fuck ton of alcohol, and then go comatose for a little while.
there you go.
And a bagel, apparently.
Yeah.
Bagel's the thing.
Military diet.
The military diet, exactly.
Lots of bagels. God, I love bagels.
So, but do you only like bagels when you're sick, or do you just like bagels all the time?
I only like, bagels are like finicky for me because
I know this is the most like invigorating conversation we had is your bagel preference.
no, like I don't know what it is about bagels. Like I love everything bagels. All right, but like onion bagels are my shit when I'm sick. If I'm not feeling great, like I have a headache or anything like that, or if I can't sleep for some reason, I'll get 4 slices of bread and just devour 4 slices of bread.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. I'll be honest. For some reason, you're mentioning bagels, and I feel like you're gonna be fucking the bagel. I don't know why. I don't know why that image is going in my head. But you're like, when I'm sick,
Maybe the hooker
I just
likes
want
bagels, too.
This is just
Creative things to do with bagels. NSFW.
well,
fucking Jesus Christ.
That's a BuzzFeed article waiting to happen. The 10 craziest things you can do with bagels, not safe for work.
You know what? All right, I got to get something on you because I know you're a Redditor.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a 4chaner. Like
Yeah.
that's as far as internet forums.
4chanonite.
Yeah, 4chanonite. All right, I'm a comrade. It's that was the thing I was on when forums were still kind of a good thing to go to, and I'm not gonna lie, like for a year or two, I just wasn't on 4chan, and I recently went back there.
Yeah.
To ask for some advice on some stuff because I recently got into a hobby of hiking.
Ah, yes, hiking.
And come
Outdoors.
to find out, you can't really cheap out on a couple things,
What happened?
like sleeping bags.
like sleeping bags. That's exactly what happened.
Don't cheat out on a fucking sleeping bag. You will freeze your nuts off.
I'm glad you brought that up because
What? You froze your nuts off?
yeah, I came close.
Well, we had to go find him.
That and socks. You want nice wool socks? You know the ones
Lieutenant Dan always told me that. I never skimped on socks ever since.
that. Yeah.
Well, I went on to 4chan and I was kind of asking for some advice. Now, I had gone out, found out my sleeping bag was just not good enough for even 60-degree weather. Like I was freezing.
Well, that was your fucking stupid fault.
Well, okay.
You're not going to get a lot of sympathy here.
Yeah. No, honestly, when I started camping, I didn't even know if I needed it. I got a 0-degree sleeping bag just for the shits of it.
Well, all right. So let me just.
So what is a 0-degree sleeping bag? Like what does this mean?
It's either 0 degrees Celsius or 0 degree Fahrenheit. So it's for freezing temperatures.
No, I understand what I know what degrees is. I'm saying like what does zero,
What
like,
exactly
what does
does
this
temperature
mean?
mean? Wait a second.
Like if you have a 0-degree
It's-
sleeping bag, like what does that mean?
So see it as like the density of the fibers within the blanket. That's really what it is. It's like if you're going to do a spring bag, it's nice and light and fluffy. And then
So you mean like how cold it can be?
yeah, how cold that
See,
thing
that's
will
what I
keep
need.
you warm.
Okay.
That's literally what it is. It's just like aluminum foil. That's all it is. It's just wrapping around you and keeping you nice and toasty. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, for me, because it was still kind of nice out, and it was not supposed to get below 60 degrees where I was going. So I just bought a cheap Ozark.
You went to Walmart, didn't
Yep,
you?
I did.
No.
I know exactly what you did, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, okay. Mind you, I'm just getting into this hobby, so I was like, I don't want to spend.
Walmart's known for its quality, said nobody ever.
Well, I was worried.
Not
I was
even
like,
their customer service right there. Oh my.
let me see if I want to make sure I want to get into this hobby though. And I only spent $70. Not on. I'm talking about total everything.
This has not been brought to you by Walmart.
We're not a subsidiary of Walmart. But But the bag I got, it's about coffee can sized, and it said it's rated for 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. That should be good enough for whatever I'm doing.
No.
Yeah, no, it was not. So I get
Look, he already knew.
I knew, man.
Ryan already knew.
Well, I got on the side of this mountain and
Wait,
put on my
when were you doing this?
literally 2 weeks ago.
You were stupid. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. You were stupid. I mean, it says 60. Well, the high's gonna be 60. I'll be fine.
No, that was low. That was low that day. 75 was the high. The low was 60. That's low.
Speaking of nasal congestion, I'm sure you got a lot of that when you woke up the next morning.
Yeah, right. You must have felt like me.
That is the one thing that camping sucks ass with. You wake up and you're like, oh my god, I can't smell.
That's gonna be a great
I woke
sound
up
bit.
at 3 a.m. I woke up at 3 a.m. shivering in my hammock, and I was like, what the fuck? So I opened up my phone to see what the temperature was, because maybe it just
Let me
changed.
guess, it was like 45,
No, it wasn't.
30.
No, it was 58 degrees.
Well, that means you just...
I don't-
that thing was not set
No, it
for
was
the right
not.
temperature.
It was not. I was
2 degrees below. Nope, you're fucked now, son.
Walmart, everybody.
Yeah, and I was freezing, so I had to get up at 3 a.m., pack everything out, and walk out at 3:30 a.m. It starts raining. All right, I have a pack on me now. I'm getting through this trail. I'm by myself, and there's actually a hiker that camped off the trail somewhere.
You still have no sympathy for me, but okay, keep going.
All right, and as I was walking back, I heard crunch, crunch, crunch. Now this is black bear territory. So all went through my mind is, fuck, I'm about to get mauled by a black bear. So I turned around with my bright ass flashlight.
What? Couldn't have been a white bear? Huh?
Could have been a white bear.
Couldn't have been a
No,
white bear?
because the polar bears are not about this place. The black bears moved in; they had to move out.
Oh, so you're saying like the Appalachian Trail,
They
and, like the
blockbustered the
Appalachians
trail.
is all, it's urban area. It's the black bear area. I got
Yeah.
you.
Well, anyway, I spun around with my bright ass flashlight that Dave loves, and
I fucking hate this stupid flashlight. He's like, hey man, I need to use your flashlight real quick. Yeah, sure, no problem. He shines it right at me. It's this one of those stupid high lumen flashlights. It's like, you're a
It's
dickhead.
basically like a fucking lightsaber, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking
Is that the ones
lightsaber.
that you can actually start fires with?
I could almost start a fire with it if I had a magnifying glass and did that.
Oh.
But anyway, so I spin around, and again, I think this is a black bear, and I yelled, "Hey!" as loud as I physically could, thinking that was going to scare it off. It was a hiker I scared the hell out of with my bright ass flashlight. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "What are you doing? It's 3 a.m."
Wait, both of you guys were hiking at
He had
3
camped
a.m.?
off the thing. Like, as soon as I spun around, I saw the tent and everything. And when I was shining it on him, I saw him. So he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you doing? It's 3 a.m. Go away."
You know what?
Scared
Just
the
be
shit out of
glad
each
the guy
other.
wasn't taking a piss.
No,
That would have said, "Hey, what are you? Oh my! What the fuck are you doing?"
No! So, you could have a sword fight with him.
I ended up camping one time.
Mm-hmm.
It was around the Appalachian Trail. It was Shenandoah, and it was the worst fucking night sleep I've ever had in my life. We had a kid tent, me and my ex at the time, and
Seems appropriate.
we fit. We're thin people. We could do this. We were like, yeah, all right. And fucking deer, and I'm assuming it was a fucking bear. It was pissing the shit out of me because
Bears can get a little annoying, can't they?
They can.
The ornery little bastards.
The motherfuckers were chasing the fucking deer. Because first we hear these deer, and it's like you can hear like the little herd moving around, stuff like that. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And then we hear this thing just chasing the herd of deer as they just scatter about.
Bear
And I'm
is dying?
I don't know. Maybe he was having a bear attack.
Oh god, I can't get him. Bear had a lot of McDonald's.
Smokey the Bear smoked a lot.
Doesn't sound like Smoke the Bear.
Smokey the Bear, got an asthma problem.
Second degree Smoke the Bear.
But yeah, and then at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, all we hear is this something, touching the edge of the tent, just rubbing it, and then I'm like, all right, this is freaking me out. I unzip the tent, I look in, I'm like, you fucking deer, waking the shit out of me. Hate that motherfucker. So that's my camping story. But you know what? I was warm. I was warm.
The next day, I'm gonna say this
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
so how's this come back to 4chan?
Watch, yeah. So I asked 4chan. I told him like, look, I bought a new sleeping bag. I literally went out and bought like a $200 sleeping bag the next day because I was not gonna be cold ever again. All right. Well, I had gotten the bright idea. Well, I've already invested $14 into this one sleeping bag. Maybe there's a way I can make it kind of usable for fallish months where it's still 70 out always, and I'd gotten the SOL bivy, which is basically a Mylar bag that's been taped. Mylar bag is a reflective emergency blanket.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the confusion in your face.
Oh yeah.
The Mylar, you know what they have in NASA and stuff.
Is
like
it
that?
is it a sleeping bag?
It kind of is. It's a light fabric material.
It looks like
you
aluminum
know
foil.
the aluminum shit that they got in NASA.
Sure.
It looks
I mean, I haven't
shiny
gone to
and
NASA
shit like
very
that,
much,
and it
so-
reflects. That it's a good insulator because it reflects heat and it reflects it back into you.
It's got a very high R value.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's
Whatever
aluminum
IR
foil.
means.
It's aluminum foil that you can wear.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's basically what it is.
Whatever.
So, I got this thing, and I decided I was going to test this out because it's going to get down to 40 degrees, where we live now, and I put the Mylar bag over top of my sleeping bag. I was going to use it as a shell to block wind, reflect heat, whole 9 yards, right? Well, it works, but now I'm wet. I woke up at 2 a.m. soaking wet.
Oh, really?
It didn't rain or anything.
How wet were you?
This is wet enough to go.
What kind of underwear
Tell me
were you
more.
wearing? Was your underwear also reflective? You Mormon?
Yeah, Mormon. But I woke
bet
up.
his
I was
nipples
like,
are
"Why the
really
fuck?"
nice and hard as they were so.
It's kind of sound hot. It's nice.
And well, I woke up. I was like, "Why the fuck am I wet?"
Bears all cuddled
Why
up
are
next
you wet?
to him.
Because you had a. Oh, ooh. I'm gonna segue this here. So
We still don't know how this comes back to Reddit or 4chan. 4chan. Hold on. So hold on to that.
okay, every time you keep saying 4chan, I keep thinking of like computer programming. So you guys need to spread a little light.
Oh, 4chan is a forum. It's an online forum. It's kind of like Reddit, but
Okay.
It's for a bunch of people that have no filter.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people saying
long as it's not
Assholes
even-
and dicks. Gotcha. All right.
Long as- long as it's
Anal
not-
everywhere.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But so I posted on the 4chan like I was going to test this thing and whatever. Pray for me. This whole 9 yards.
So what did you say on 4chan?
So
Just generally, you were just saying.
I
You
said
just told your story about.
told the story about the sleeping bag and whatnot. I was going to test this because it's going to get down to 40 degrees. Maybe I could redeem the sleeping bag. And I got nothing but 60 degrees is nothing. All I need is a wool blanket. And a bunch of fucking incoherent autistic screeching.
He actually sent me this, like, what he posted on there. He's like, because he wanted me to save the screenshot for the podcast. And I just, like, looked at all the comments, and every single comment was just like, 60 degrees isn't cold, you fag. It was just an entire thread of people calling him a fag. I felt so bad for him.
So there's a Facebook page I'm on, and it's LBGT. It's like liquor, beer, guns, whatever the fuck. Right?
Damn, that took a turn.
It's a good. It's a man's webpage.
Until they get the man flu.
Yeah, until they get the man flu. But honestly, if you get the man flu there, they just call you a fucking bitch and, eat some bacon and here's some whiskey.
What the fuck?
Yeah, go shoot a gun. Yeah.
Go shoot a gun.
That's basically what they say. But, like, they do the same fucking thing. It's like, masculinity online is to such a high level. It's like, what are you guys doing? Why are you trying to prove yourself to someone that you don't even fucking know?
Right, that's what it is. It's just people that are trying to prove how masculine they are because of some type of insecurity.
Well,
that's got to be what it is, right?
humanity in general, they're all insecure, man. Everyone's insecure. It's just how much they show it.
Yeah, the neckbeardery is strong with them.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, here's a question, though. Dealing with confidence. How confident do you guys think you guys are? Yeah, on a scale of like 1 to 10.
I picked up a girl claiming to be a vacuum salesman once.
Wait. What?
This segues right
I'm like, was she actually a vacuum salesman, or was she?
No.
Was she just really good at vacuuming?
I think so. This actually segues right into why I wanted to have you on, Ryan. So Ryan is our expert extrovert, I call him. Now we are all three guys that are currently in relationships, but I know that we have had a little bit of a promiscuous time in our lives, and I wanted to kind of bring you guys in and talk about kind of different pickup lines that you may have used, maybe to help some of our listeners out who are in a less confident spot.
You too can be a vacuum salesman.
Yes, you too can be a vacuum salesman.
Yeah, and this is
For 4 easy payments of $9.99, you can get our DVD of this pod. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I was gonna say, what? $9.99 for how much for a vacuum sucker? Okay, we can do that.
Write in if you want to see a live stream of this.
Yeah.
Oh God. But I will slightly correct you. I don't see myself as an extrovert. I see myself as, I used to be an introvert when I was younger. When I went to parties and stuff like that, I would actually be that guy that would be out on the porch just staring at the stars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And really and truly, when I actually became an introvert was actually when I got out of my first long-term relationship of 7 years.
Wow. How old
Yeah.
were you?
How old am I now?
No. I mean, during this relationship.
Oh,
It's a 7-year
relationship. It started off when I was like 17.
Okay.
And it continued on, and then it got rocky. And
So was that? So you were 24 when you got out of it?
yeah,
Okay.
that's when.
I'll make sure my math was right.
No. And really and truly, that is the age to flourish. If you are 30, I am sorry for you, because it doesn't get much better. But really, when it comes with extrovert, it's a matter of where you get your energy when you're in a group dynamic.
Okay.
So if you're an introvert and you get your energy, like you feel recharged when you're by yourself, you're an introvert. An extrovert, you enjoy being with people, and that's how you get your energy.
Yeah, you derive your energy from other people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of this. And then I saw a post one time on Reddit. It was talking about that some people are not introverts or extroverts, but they're somewhere in the middle, called an omnivert. And I thought that was bullshit. I was like, oh, you mean like people have different? Sometimes people want to be inside and by themselves, and also sometimes we want to be in a group setting? No fucking way. So I had always have that frustrated me when I saw that post. I had to get that out.
How to person.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Sean, tell me one of your stories. I'm sure you got one of them.
The vacuum salesman is actually my favorite one to tell because it's, by and large, I think, my most impressive feat if ever talking to a female. So, this is one thing I learned from my buddy, not you, but Ryan, when I was in, like, the 7th grade.
There can be only one.
There can be only one. And he's fat and probably dead now.
Jeez.
So,
Oh, okay.
Well,
Problem
he
solved.
left a good legacy.
one can only hope. But anyway, I used to be super shy. Like, I could not talk to anybody. It was one of the weirdest things I could do. All right, I was super awkward the whole 9 yards. And he's like, knock that shit off. Like, really, what's worse that's going to happen? And for whatever reason, that rung with me.
That was it. That's all it took.
It really was. He got me into chorus. I started singing. I'm not that great of a singer, but I started singing.
Is it chorus?
Chorus, yep.
Chorus. All right.
What is it,
Wait,
choir?
age. You gotta give me an age here.
13, 14?
Okay. So this was a good time to kind of break
This was
out
going
of
through
your shell.
puberty and stuff like that, and he was giving you the words of wisdom, saying, "Hey, you know what, kid? No one gives a rat's ass."
Right, he was like Morpheus to you.
Yeah, he was for me. But anyway, so this has kind of built it up. Now, when I first got into corrections and I went down to the academy, I was down in Richmond, Virginia. And we had to pick up some extra clothing and whatnot. We went to a Walmart. Down the way near the customer service aisle, there's this female. Good God, she was hot. Like, nice, blonde, fat ass. It was a great day. It was about to be a great day, at least. All right, because...
This is not a Walmart commercial.
Yeah, we are really on Walmart
Yeah.
today.
Jesus fucking Christ.
First, we're saying they have shitty products, but that's where the women are. So we're really not giving people a good.
I was in Virginia. That's all we have is Walmarts.
You too can pick up this girl at the vacuum section.
For 4 easy payments of $9.99.
Wait, so she's got this vacuum cleaner. It's like a Hoover or some shit like that. In our... and she's waiting in line. And my buddy Beckley, who's like, hey, look at her. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go talk to her. He goes,
Yeah, Beckley.
Oh, wait. Age? 18?
no, I mean, I was like 20, 21, 22.
Okay. No, we
just
mean
got out of a major relationship.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it was time to hop back on that horse.
See, that
she was
the
the one I was trying to
relationship
hop
shit,
on.
man. I'm telling you, the moment you break off, it's like, the sea is yours.
Yeah, you're like,
You're fucking Jack Sparrow on the 7 seas.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to ready to hop back on that horse, and she was gonna be that horse.
Get him up.
Yeah, right. Yeehaw. But anyway, so I walked over there, and I
there's
didn't
like
have
no
anything.
more women listening to this podcast now.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck them.
You're
They're supposed to
beautiful
be in the kitchen anyway.
snowflakes that deserve the privilege of having my cock inside you. No, I'm sorry.
Jesus, man.
There's three places for women.
Oh, no. Come on, man. Just tell us.
Just
I
stay
was
away
gonna say
from
the
feminazis.
workplace, at home, none of those areas actually.
See,
But anyway,
So you're about ready to pick up your vacuum. I mean, the girl.
yeah,
Hoover.
Hoover.
Mrs. Hoover.
That's what she'll be known as, Hoover. But anyway, so I walked over there and I realized I don't have anything to say. I was like, shit. What's my line? I saw a vacuum cleaner in her hand. I went, I know what I'm going to do. Went up to her. I went, so did it lose suction? And she looked over to me and she went, what? And I went, your vacuum cleaner, did it lose suction? She goes, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just not working. I was like, my sister had that, and the other. I'm actually a Dyson salesman. All right. And I started quoting every Dyson commercial I had ever seen about the cyclone technology, this, that, and the other, and she was infatuated by it. I picked up a girl via claiming to be a vacuum salesman and bullshitting the entire way through that.
I think she knew you were bullshitting.
Either way, I got a number and a date that Saturday. It was a great date.
Wow, that's pretty bold. What was your craziest? What's your craziest pickup story, Ryan?
See, my pickup stories, like
I did not stop fucking sneezing. I fucking hate everything.
Fuck you, man.
God
Fuck
damn
you.
it.
You should hate yourself. You should hate your disease.
Oh, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the fucking microphone.
When it comes to actually my best situation, I'm always a cock tease. I'm always. But I will say this.
You're the cock tease?
Yeah, I am. The cunt cuddler.
If your women have cocks, there's something wrong. I have
the
cunt
cunt cuddler.
For you.
I am the cunt cuddler.
The cunt cuddler.
Where I will tease that cunt, but I won't really give you the insertion that you desire.
Cunt
No.
cuddler?
This is the best episode ever.
Oh my gosh.
So, one thing all right. So, X of whatever. That's done. Honestly, none of my good pickup ever.
So there
came
you
with
are.
That. But so it was actually the girl that I met was actually on Facebook, and she was a friend of my ex.
Okay.
Like a loose acquaintance of some sort. It was like 3 years or whatever since she ever saw my ex.
Okay.
She was actually a pretty dreadlocks, tight body.
She was hot.
Yeah, she was hot. She was hot, and
You're ready to get in there.
I sent a little message. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? You want to get together or something like that?" Or like, she was artistic, so she was like, "Yeah, sure." Some friends and I are going to what was it? East End.
The bar.
East End at the time. Actually, it could have been Mojo or the Grain. Who the fuck knows anymore?
The bar.
The bar.
You're killing me here, man.
So picked her up, talked to her, had a few drinks. We end up going for a walk. And see, my thing.
I like how your craziest pickup story is you messaged someone on Facebook.
No,
You millennial fuck.
It was how it actually happened.
Okay.
Because for me, I love going for my little nature walks at night. You see the darkness, you go into the woods. I took this girl there.
Uh-huh.
I know. She hadn't really met me in like a couple years. First time we go, it's going into the woods. I know. There's some creepy shit going on here.
That's how the horror story
Let's
started.
go back here. It's the perfect spot for murders.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I think it was actually mentioned. But then she was like, it's not really my best pickup line. It was the best pickup line a girl ever said to me.
Oh, okay.
And so this girl was like, I swear you're like a gift. I just want to unwrap you. And I'm like, damn fucking Skippy.
What did you say? You whispered it.
You're just a gift. I want to unwrap you.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
She wants your dick.
we started on like, this is in the dark, in the woods. And there were actually some mild jokes saying like, if you're going to, take advantage of me and kill me, just do it quickly. And obviously we did it quickly. But
You murdered her quickly.
Admitting to a murder.
with my dick,
Brought to you by Maximum Mediocrity.
well, it was just, it worked. Oh my God. It was
To catch a
that
murderer.
right there was the best pickup line a girl said to me.
Oh.
I don't really have a pickup line.
Okay, better yet then. A technique.
A technique.
I got one.
Techniques
I
are
know Dave has got fucking plenty of them because I've stolen some of yours.
The magician will do his magic.
Yeah, I do have. I'm more of a technique guy. It's kind of a way you approach things. I will say one time, one of the craziest pickup lines I ever used. When I was in college, we had like this. I was in the cafeteria, and it's kind of like a normal cafeteria setup where it's just one giant line, and then where they make the food for you, and then it ends with the cash register. So it's kind of this one. Everybody kind of stands in the same line.
Everyone's there.
And
welcome to conformity.
Exactly. And so I was getting my daily hot dog because that was the only thing I could afford every day.
And what was she getting?
And she was getting my nuts. That's what she was going to get. No. she was getting a sandwich. And while
Loose meat sandwich?
What?
Loose meat.
Loose meat sandwich, yeah.
Did you not know how to make one? That's a bad girl.
Oh. What are you, from 2005?
It was too easy and you know it.
File it. So anyway, we go in there, and I mean, she's very, very cute. Again, kind of an artsy chick. I think she had dreadlocks or whatever. And
You can't take my shit, man.
I'm
You
saying,
can't.
my dreadlock girl was hotter than your dreadlocks girl.
No.
We'll have like a Medusa fight over it with them.
We will, but mine was...
You weren't there. You don't know my life. You don't
I'm
know
not
my
going
story.
to say anything about how hot your high school girl was.
This was college, thank you very much. In college.
Okay, college.
I'm
I'm
a
sorry, you had an
non-college
extra
faggot
year.
here.
So she was getting this sandwich, and I just was like, I really want to talk to her, but I really don't know what to say. And she's getting closer and closer and closer to the register, and I think, okay, I'll say this just as she's like giving the person her money. That way, she can either, after I say it, she can then either walk away. Always give them an out. Always give them an out. Yeah, she can either just walk the fuck away, or if she lingers for a second, I know I have something here. And so I just said the first thing that came to my mind, and I said, she's checking out, and I go, excuse me, life is like a sandwich. And she looks at me like, what? Mm-hmm. I said, because, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to fucking say. I said, because, a sandwich, fuck I say? I was like, because a sandwich is very, very easy to make. There's only a few ingredients, but when you make a sandwich, after you eat it, you're going to feel better. So in a way, you can kind of control your own happiness. Ooh. Which makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't, but it does.
It sounded good in
some way, it does.
And then she says...
life has simple ingredients.
And so she goes...
All you need is just a little bit of this, and it makes it so much better. And it fulfills you. And then all of a sudden, her loose meat sandwich was like, wet.
Exactly. The sandwich then came with
Wait,
extra
she
mayo.
literally did have dreadlocks, right?
I think, yeah.
Or something. Uh-huh. You know exactly what to say to get... Okay. It's
well, hold on.
Okay, so finish your cocktease.
So then...
I mean,
so
your cuddle.
So I say that to her, and she just looks at me. It's almost like the words were like being forced out of her. She goes, that's interesting. Uh-huh. And she lingered for a second. I was like, I got her. And she goes, I'm eating my lunch over here. Would you... I want to hear more of this. And at that moment, I was like, this fucking worked.
All right.
Your vacuum story.
That's my vacuum story.
When it comes to women, it's
that woman's name, Mrs. Hoover.
It's not how you say, or it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And if you can make it seem interesting and show off how interesting you are, that's all really needs to be done. I remember it was the three of us. We ended up going to one of our local bars, and we were trying to help a young Padawan. And
this was us we went?
Yeah. You remember this story.
Oh,
you remember this story.
One second, guys. Now, the person that we were talking about, if you were listening to this, do me a favor. Dye your hair back. Stop putting in that red streak in there. Thank you.
He has a red streak? You are not a race car. You don't need a fucking, pinstripe or some shit. Oh, I got racing stripes. Vroom, vroom.
No, we can't say his name. Just keep it anonymity.
From the manliest man in here, he just said that. Listen.
Yes. Because I have only met you once.
Young Padawan.
My heart goes out to you, young Padawan. Use your lightsaber correctly. That was a thrusting motion. Do it right.
Yeah. Damn audio podcasts.
So, I know, you need to have a slight visualization here.
Yeah.
But, alright, it's not a matter of what you say, it's how you say and how you can engage a person. Making them think, making them want to be with you. And so we're talking about what we need to do for a pickup line. How do we want to talk? And what we did with this... Get your shit out, motherfucker. Go.
No, I'm still listening.
Okay.
That's why I got up quietly to go so you can continue with your story.
Quietly nothing. You hit the fucking mic stand.
I know, I
piece
fucking
of
hit
shit.
the goddamn mic stand. Fuck me.
Twice now.
Yeah, this is twice.
So, what we end up doing, it was actually Dave's suggestion, we do farts. Farts.
That's right.
I remember this.
What would your number be? If you had to, once a day, no matter what, it would be a loud, earth-shaking fart. Mm-hmm. How much money would it cost you? That was our pickup line.
Well, it was a little different. It was if I give you $1 million, I'll give you $1 million, but
once
every day you have an earth-shattering fart that's totally unhideable,
and you can't hide it from someone else. Now,
And then followed up with
we end up going to this cute little blonde. It looked like she was one of the waitresses there and stuff like that. But it looked like she was almost off duty, if I'm not mistaken. It looked like she was just wrapping up her shift, and she's like, I'm good. So we were like, okay, would you take it? And she's like, and I love being the spear tip. I can open, I love opening up shit. I don't close because honestly, it doesn't work for me. It feels like I enjoy the conversation. But I was like, so what would you choose? Would you take the $1 million? And I was like, and she was like, no, I can't do that. Well, not for the rest of my life. I can't do that. And I'm like, okay. So how much money would it be? She's like, 10 million. I'm like, okay. Now I will say this. How much money would it be if you could do the silent and deadly type? And that sneaky motherfucker, she was like, I could do that for $1 million. Because she could blame that shit on somebody else. No one would think that a smelly, gut-wrenching, nose-burning fart would come from that cute-ass whatever the fuck it was. You know? She was cute. Don't get me wrong. Cute little blonde. She, probably, 22 or something like that.
Could have been a trap,
Oh, traps are everywhere. You gotta watch out for them. Admiral Akbar was right, man. It's a trap.
And I think that you make a really great point there, is that you just enjoy good conversation.
Yeah.
It's not all about getting laid. It's just you just want to find somebody that enjoys conversation as much as you do and enjoys this dialogue.
I will say I am not the standard guy. I know there are guys out there that are like, you know what? I want my dick in that vagina. I don't care which one it is. I'm getting one at the end of the night. No.
That's too much.
That is.
That's hard work. That's too hard work.
I love all right. One of my other things is I go up to this group of like 5 or 6 girls.
Okay.
And my friends are all off in the wings, and they're
you poor soul.
They're just sitting there and watching me, because when I'm drunk, I enjoy just talking.
And sober.
Yeah. Oh, that too. But I do it a little bit more freely. Went up to these girls. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. But for some reason, I had the whole fucking table engaged. They told me to sit down. I was sitting down enjoying their conversation. 2 hours later, I was like, oh, and I'm trying to remember the details.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ditched my friends.
Yeah. Well, my friends, they do their own thing, and they were talking like they knew what the fuck was happening. I tried even to bring some of them over. I'm like, hey, come on, guys.
So what did you say to them to bring them over?
It's like, well, I have some friends over here. And I'm like, hey, guys, why don't you come over?
No. I mean, what'd you say to the girls? I'm sorry.
I honestly don't remember.
What the fuck, dude?
Because I was drunk.
All right.
Jesus.
Actually, something on that. Like, this is my technique, actually. If I just want to get my dick wet that night. Mm-hmm. All right. Group of women. I don't know why this works, but it's like, I'm pretty much 9 out of 10 on this one for the most part. Find a group of women and you start talking to them about whatever random question that you started with your boys. Mm-hmm. All right. So for going back to that bar, we started talking about who could replace Emma Watson in the new Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Beauty. Yeah, whatever that one. She's not memorable, so who cares? Anyway, but one of the things I was able to do is just kind of lean over to the bartender and say, "Oh, hey, who would replace this?" And she was immediately in on the conversation. Now,
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley could do it.
That's a good one.
Equally as forgettable.
Equally as forgettable, but Keira Knightley has a little bit more stage presence and grace than Emma Watson.
Yeah.
It was painful watching Emma Watson. I couldn't watch the first.
Didn't watch it. But anyway, but the big thing is have something to bring in another group on. Like, especially if there's because bars seem to do this pretty well, is you'll have your group and then there'll be a female group right next to yours, because I think they assume you're just going to fuck.
Yeah.
So, but you can lean over and say, hey, look, could you settle the debate for us? This, that, and the third.
That is a staple. I think I use that. I apologize for not knowing what techniques I do. I just do it.
But here's the deal, though. You don't talk to an individual, you talk to the group. So you're making eye contact with everybody. And here's the deal. There's always one that'll get a twinkle, one or two that'll get a twinkle in your eye for you. And if you ask, hey, can I join you guys? And they don't have that one cunt friend that's like, oh, no, we're busy. You're in.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, somebody's getting something.
There's always a bitch shield, though. All right. So these are some interesting things. You always have when there's a woman. There's the woman that you like, and then there's the woman that you can tell that was brought along just to pee in everyone's Cheerios.
Yeah, the one to tag along.
And it's like,
we gotta bring Debbie.
So what ended up happening when we had a boys' night out or something like that, I would always deal with the bitch shield. I don't know how, but you know what? The bitch shield liked me. And 90% of the time, as long as she wasn't a feminazi, we were fine. Now, are you guys aware of the term of feminazi?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I make my living on this podcast just fucking with them.
I all right. I will say this: like,
Oh man,
there are some beautiful women that all women should be equal. I believe all women should be equal in workplace and environment, whatever.
How about we say everyone should be equal?
Everyone.
There we go. Let's
Everyone
open up
should
the
be
floor
equal.
here.
Feminazis believe that they need to be equal, but you know what? I'm gonna just scoot that a little bit higher up there, and I'm gonna be the one in charge.
Yeah.
Feminazis are, they're dicks. They are. I don't like using I don't like using the cunt word. You know, that's not the word I'm looking for, because feminazis are actually dicks. They are the epitome of assholes.
Yeah.
In the female realm.
Well, and I think you summed it up pretty well. It's that, I think that I think everybody wants equality. And I think this is a tired argument, so I don't want to spend too much time on this, but that you want everybody to be equal, and sometimes for everybody to be equal, someone else needs a little bit of a boost. So yeah. I think we can assume that, okay, men have it really good, and we want women to be just as good as us, and so we want to bring them up, and so you want to empower women to be as equal as men.
Yes.
But there's definitely a difference by saying that they want to be greater than men, because that doesn't equate to equality.
Honestly, if you start doing that shit, I'm just going to say, hey, look at the Olympics. When do you see a woman beating a guy in the Olympics besides gymnastics?
That is not the point I was making at all.
I know that it was not your point, but I'm just saying inequality.
No, I mean in a social circumstance.
In a social circumstances, absolutely. But I'm saying in a physical situation, the Olympics is one outlier. But
that's just saying. So just because you can beat a woman in a physical activity doesn't mean that they don't deserve equality.
Oh no, there are women that are way smarter than I am. And I think they're beautiful and attractive, not as a physical aspect, but as their mind. It's so. But then you got feminazis, and this leads me to one of my little stories here. I got a. It wasn't necessarily a pickup line of a feminazi, but it was just a conversation with a feminazi, and I love how I am only using this interchangeably. Feminazi. Because everyone knows what it is.
We do. We understand. We're from the internet.
Wait, we went right in.
So, one person, I was talking to her. Attractive.
There he was.
There I was, sitting at the bar with a group of friends. And you would never notice that there was a feminazi in the wings. But, so what happened is we were just talking. And...
we were just talking.
I felt like there was some meshing. Like, I wouldn't say she wanted my dick, but there was definitely some... There was a connection there, right? And then all of a sudden she did this. And this is the shit that pissed me off.
Do you like Hitler?
No. Do you like Hitler? No,
you say it was the Third Reich or the Fourth Reich?
Disagree with me? Hitler.
But what ended up happening is... Here's what set her off. All I said was... Because I do martial arts.
Yeah.
I'm a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Tons of fun.
Sexy.
Yeah. Wabam. But I was saying on how when you're fighting, sparring with all the gear and stuff like that, it gives you more, it wears you out more. There's a lot more energy. You get a better workout from that than going and doing like...
squats.
Oh, no, I was going to say running.
Yeah, because you're weighed down, right?
Running, you're just running that. She disagreed. She kept disagreeing. And eventually I was just like, all right, you know what?
Whatever.
I could tell she was a feminazi just from that conversation.
Because
how opinionated she was. She wasn't backing down from her situation. She wasn't saying...
facts.
She was saying... I won't even go into the facts. It's how cemented she was in her thought process. She was not Jell-O, my friend. She was concrete.
No wiggle room there.
There was no wiggle room. She had her thoughts, her beliefs, and that was it. Turns out that she had a book club that actually dealt with some sort of like meeting of the minds, and it would be all these women just man bashing. That's all it was. And funny enough, there was like a transsexual that was actually there that was a guy but is now a girl, and so they were man bashing her. I'm like, how does that feel?
That gets a little awkward. When you're the only black guy at a party.
Yeah, exactly. But you're not even black guy. You're Michael Jackson. So it's like. It's kind of weird. I mean, when you have those kind of situations...
when you stop getting invited to the BET Awards.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I was actually going to say, going back to our original like conversation of, how do you pick up girls and whatnot.
Stay away from feminazis.
That's a big one.
That is a big one.
Blue hair, septum piercing, out.
Yeah.
You can still work it.
You can still work. You know what it is? I think it is.
You can still have a good conversation.
Yeah.
But you never know. Her friend may be the one.
But there is one major thing, though, that I can tell you to do, and it works most of the time. Go talk to people.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Everybody.
Be confident. Worst comes to worst, you may never have to see them again. All right? If they're a coworker, might have to see them a little bit more often. May have to deal with HR. But still, as a general rule, just talk to people. What is the worst that can happen? They think you're weird? Oh, good. You got one more person. All right.
Sorry, I'm watching Ryan try to figure out this bottle opener.
I know, it's a weird fucking thing.
So
it's like
no,
fucking...
No, stop it.
Press down.
Stop it.
Just
You
press
just
down.
you lock it and you press down. There you go.
Oh my god. I thought it was like
Jesus
it's
Christ.
like a goddamn like sex.
There's directions on it.
There is?
Yeah, on the side.
On the side, which is almost like you can't see.
It's like people like you. This is why we have
I'm
warning
a
labels.
fucking engineer and I can't get this shit figured out, man.
This is why we have warning labels on everything.
Fucking children's songs. This is what ruined toys.
You.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So what were you saying, Sean?
No, but I just want to bring up this point. What was your moment of, hey, I'm just going to try? Do you remember that moment?
You just got to go for it.
Yeah, but do you remember when it was and who it was with?
Yes. So it was during middle school. Young redhead, named Katie, I believe. And we were in English class, and sometimes like you have like these little breaks or something in between, I think class was just about to get started, so everybody's kind of getting in their seats and whatnot. And I was sitting in the back of the class; she was sitting in the front, which that's a hard walk to make when you're an introvert.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I just forgot what it was. I was like, let's just fucking
go up there and talk.
see what's up with it. Let's see what's good. What's good in the hood. And I just kind of started talking to her, and she was like, hey. You're fucking talking to me. And then just keep talking to him. Eventually, it stops being weird. Or it gets totally weird.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because the way high school is set up, it is really meant to just contain the mind. You're not really allowed to talk to people. Like, it's
well,
there.
I fucking did, Ryan.
Well, you are. But again, it talks about how you were saying you're introverted.
Punk rocks, son.
The way in which schools are set up,
Fuck the
it's
system.
so cubicalized. It's, technically our school system was made by the Hessians and shit like that. So which was like a militaristic society. Our school system was made by the Hessian military.
Good for them. So what was yours, Sean?
Mine was...
Now that we have a brief education on the American school system.
I'm saying that it's meant to
No, it's not.
flatline you. That's all it is.
Mine was the 7th grade. This girl named Kelly. All right. Cute little blonde. All right. Well, you 7th grader. Everything's
She
cute.
was a hot 7th grader.
Yeah, for me. But anyway, so I was like...
The police should be at the door any minute.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. FBI.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What were you doing, son?
Want to catch a predator next week.
Yeah, right. But anyway, so my buddy Ryan, what we talked about earlier, he was like, go talk to her. And I went, nah, I'm not going to do it. He goes, all right, I'll tell you what. You're a pussy if you don't. And for whatever reason, again, that rung with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just calling you out on it, man.
Wasn't that... I saw in the Simpsons movie, the old Simpsons movie? I think they say that nothing will motivate an American more than telling them that they can't do it.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's how my first thing started, too. It's just... Go out there and do it. I bet you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I can do this.
Yeah. Well, I walked up to her and I started talking to her for a little bit. I think I started talking to her about her earrings.
There you go.
Because it's the first thing that stood out to me. Those little dream catcher earrings. I was like, oh, okay, I have something to talk about. And I told her that, oh, my mom makes dream catchers, this, that, and the other. I started talking to her a little bit more, and eventually I went, hey, what are you doing Saturday? And in my mind, I went, what the fuck am I doing? I've never dated somebody before.
Never got this far.
Never got this far because it just kind of
abort.
spit out. She goes, nothing. Do you want to hang out? I went, finish my thing for me. I was like, yeah, that'd be great.
There you go.
And it was just one of those moments. I was like, and you feel a rush of just,
oh my god,
greatness.
What did I just do?
yeah.
I am God.
But what about you? Do you have any idea? Like your first one is? I know you're like,
honestly,
I know you're the dick swinger of us, but still.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
not the
No, he
dick
started
swinger.
worried about the Hessian school system. He was too busy reading books or some nerdy shit.
I will say I can't even remember. And it wasn't. The thing is, you guys actually seem to be peaking a lot earlier than I have. Like my biggest thing was just really once I got out of that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got out of it, I just started talking to people, enjoying conversations. And it was my one friend, Dawn. What ended up happening was he would actually go to like pickup artist shit. PUA.
Oh, this thing.
This thing, yes. Watch out. The PUAs have their own lair. Yeah, they're like fucking vampires, man.
It's weird.
The way
They all kind
that-
of look like vampires, too.
Well, so going into what you were saying, women, conversation pieces, always important to talk about. Women have their joy, but guys too have their joy. I never fucking knew this shit until I went to one of those things. I'm like, oh, well, I have this that my mom got me that I've been wearing, and it's a sterling silver arrowhead. I wear it from occasions from time to time when I go out. And they were talking about jewelry. It's like, oh, well, if you have this, it gives you conversation starters.
It gives you magical fucking powers.
It does. It literally does.
Literally?
Literally does.
Literally gives you magical powers.
All right. Case
I
in
think
point.
you're liberally using the word literally.
No. It literally gives you magical powers over women in some way.
Literally.
So, you don't believe me? I shall tell you this story.
No, I think you mean figuratively.
Well, figuratively, literally,
Are different.
they are different. No, they definitely are different, but it's a matter of the mental psyche. The thing is, what is magic?
Not
Not card tricks.
Yeah.
Not hocus
speaking to a
pocus.
magician.
Not fucking Harry Potter. We're not using our wand to... No. But the thing is, it's literally like magic as far as the human psyche is concerned. And I will say this, that I had this one. It was a piece of stone that was red soapstone. It's given to me by one of the pipe holders of the Blackfeet tribe.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
No.
So fucking hot.
And I had carved into it the different elements of the earth, or earth, fire, wind, water.
Oh god, I'm not gonna need my panties tonight, am I?
And you're not. And the thing is, I met this one girl, and she touched. She was like, "Oh, like we started talking and stuff
What'd
like
she
that."
touch?
She touched my chest, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And then she took it out, and I told her all.
That's the head of my dick.
It pretty much was. Told her, the story about this and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, wow." And she's holding, like, you gotta remember, this is still on my fucking neck.
I like that.
She's pulling this thing, and she just starts putting it in her mouth. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
She like starts to like. She does oral on it.
Well, the thing that really got me
I'm starting
was...
to think these women are already attracted to you.
They were. I get this a lot.
Me and Dave have to work for this shit. Ryan
what
just
the
kind of
fuck,
walks in
dude?
the room.
Well, that's why
So
you're like,
far, your
hey,
best
what's your
pickup
biggest
line
pickup
was-
line? I'm like, me being me?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
far your best pickup line has been be attractive.
And I'm not trying to say I'm a dick, and I'm not like a pompous like gigolo or something like that. I'm just half the time I don't even know these girls are picking up on me. The thing is, I wanted her friend, so I'm like, oh, why are you doing this to me? But she made out with the goddamn necklace piece, and I'm like, that thing is really dirty. I'm thinking in my head, like, you don't want to
And
put
it
your
just
lips
got
on-
dirtier.
I mean, there are other things you could do, but I mean,
I just realized this. If you and me had two matching rings and when our powers combined type shit,
Yeah.
we would create Ryan.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
'Cause- No, hear me out. I'm decent looking. All right. Dave has a huge horse cock. All right.
I do.
Our powers combined, we have you now.
There we go. That's what we need. So, and just to, you know what my favorite pickup line is? Or not even pickup line, but you were talking earlier just about just talking to, and I guess this, I should also preface that,
Being
this
yourself.
conversation that we're having is that, we're talking about men picking up women, but it can be men picking up men, it can be women picking up women. It can be women picking up men. It's all about starting the conversation. And
Man
my
picking up
favorite
man. I got another story for you.
Well-
Continue, please.
Is my favorite way to just, you were just saying, just talk to people.
Yeah.
And the best way to do it, and my favorite thing to do, is I just compliment people.
Yeah.
You go up to them,
Compliment.
that's a nice dress you have there. That was really nice. And they, oh my god, the rush of smiles, it breaks.
Being happy in your environment, no matter where it is, having a smile, being generous to people, like being social, being outside of your box. Because one thing you got to remember, and they actually have done studies with this, men that take up more space are more animated. And I mean, this could go for men, women, whomever. The more animated you are and more space you take up, the more attractive you appear to be.
So like, so you want to get fat?
No, God,
How animated are we talking? Are we talking
No.
like
The-
very
like
active
animated,
or Bugs Bunny?
animated, moving hands. Like, when people have their arms crossed and they're just like,
You're unwelcoming.
you're unwelcoming. But if you're open up And, all right, so going back to my friend dealing with the pickup artistry shit. I actually joined him because he's like, hey, man, could you come up here and, just be with me to be a cool friend and hang out? And we're going to this lair, quotation marks, because it's
They literally call it the lair?
well,
Do they call it the lair?
pickup artists have things that are called lairs.
It's literally called a lair.
It's literally called a lair. It's not like a,
This isn't weird at all.
well, Count Dracula is like, yes, come to my lair.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
it's
you want to
literally
go
like
my lair? No.
it's like a political party. It's like each region has a
lair.
lair. Yeah, I find it kind of weird because I just think of
Kind of weird?
Well, have you guys ever StarCraft?
No.
The fucking Zerg, little insect people.
I know
That shit's called a lair.
That's a video game.
It's a video game.
That's a Zerg Rushed.
Yeah,
These aren't people.
These are people. Yeah. Well, when you use the term lair, I'm like, the fuck. All right. So, but they had a guest speaker, and he was supposed to be this guy that wrote a book or does a blog or something. He knows shit.
Hey, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Can we be guest speakers at a lair?
Yeah. You can go see what happens. I mean, this was. Oh my god, I can't even remember. Like 6
I think
years,
we've given
7 years ago.
more advice on like how to pick up women than these guys ever have.
Yeah, probably.
Talk to them.
But
Yeah, talk
so,
to them.
I walk into this thing. It's at it's up in Philly, and it's like a diner, like a retro kind of diner.
Bullshit.
And I walk in,
Kinda
and
lair
all
is
these
this?
guys are just sitting there talking. And there's this one guy. He's sprawled across, like sitting with his back resting up on the diner counter and one of the bar stools. And he's just sitting there like, yeah, how you guys doing? And I'm like, the fuck is up with you? Like like you could tell he was trying a little bit too hard, trying to be dominant, overbearing, cool.
Cool guy. It's cool, Rick.
And see, this was in the time when I'm like, all right. And he talked to these guys and he was mentioning all of his stories and stuff. I'm like, oh, good for you. You're getting chicks. Awesome. Have at it, And then like at the end of his whole little question answer thing and stuff like that, I go up and talk to him. I'm like, so how does it feel for you to like be fucking all these women but not being satisfied emotionally?
Oh,
Bam, bitch!
damn!
Because this guy's like, yeah, well, I picked up this girl, I picked up that girl, and da 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 da. I'm like, but I feel like you seem a little empty, man. You're not getting that emotional fulfillment.
Yeah, they're not having that emotional connection.
Yeah, and it's like, honestly, that's why I'm an opener and not a finisher. I love conversation. I love talking. If you haven't noticed from this podcast, I'm very vocal.
Bless you.
Fuck me.
But
Maybe later, buddy.
you gotta enjoy talking to a person. And when you just go to talk to a person just to fuck them, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You are an asshole. I'm sorry. Now, or if you want to fuck a guy or fuck a girl, we can all this shit up there, I will say this. I got hit on by multiple guys before. One guy was taking a picture of my crotch without my knowledge. I was drunk. My friend...
So you had no knowledge of this.
My friend Kurt was like, hey, that guy's kind of picking you up. I'm like, what? He's trying to pick me up? What are you talking about? Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, he just took a picture of your crotch like 6 times. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, then. Well, now
all right, I didn't think I was giving off that certain swing, that homo vibe, but...
Oh, my God.
I do. I do sometimes.
And there goes all our homosexual listeners.
I mean, I love you. I love each and every one of you.
All right. I think on that, Ryan, thank you very much for coming by and being the expert extrovert. And thank you very much for listening. Any closing remarks? We just kind of got to wrap this up.
No. If you don't want to talk to a girl, call her fat. They'll leave you alone after that.
Just go up and talk to people. Really, just let yourself out. Don't live in fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Yes.
Frank Herbert's motherfucker.
That's good. That's a good little feng shui. Good thing to end on. And of course, at the end of the day, love and respect everybody and respect everybody's space. We have a lot of people right now that are getting called out for not respecting other people's space and not taking no as a fucking answer. So, of course, if a woman does not want to talk to you, or a man, or whoever doesn't want to talk to you,
Absolutely.
give them the goddamn space. Walk away. She's not interested. He's not interested. Go on to the next one. It's okay. Yeah. So, just on that, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Take care.